Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by today. What you are seeing is the face of bladder cancer. It is a face that I got to know very well a little over 17 years ago. I created it so that I could visualize what I was and would be living with for the rest of my life. This is not only the face of bladder cancer, there are many more. Are there any that you know? It may surprise you that you may know more of these faces than you think. Let's take a look at some of them to see if you recognize anyone. How about Frank Sinatra, Telly Savalas, Dominique Dunn, Jack Lemmon, Ray Bolger, Mary Lou Williams, Aaron Russo, Alan Ludden, George Tobias, Nick Charles, Jimmy Martin, Eric McCormick's mother, and more recently, Andy Williams. Another face of bladder cancer is mine. A little over 17 years ago, I was diagnosed with invasive bladder cancer, which led to a radical cystectomy and a radical hysterectomy. I remember only too well how badly I needed to talk to someone about it and to find information that would help me understand what was happening to me. However, when I was diagnosed, there were none of these things available. Luckily, I had great medical care, but there was no information or emotional support. I decided to try to change this if I could. Since that time, things have changed some, but not nearly enough. My quest has only just begun. This is why the sales of all my books are given to the American Bladder Cancer Society. When I first began to try to help others, my phone frequently rang, and I would hear the voice say, "I've just been diagnosed with bladder cancer and I'm scared to death." I could only share my little knowledge and my story to help the fear they were feeling. Just knowing I was a survivor helped. And you can help as well. You know, most people do not realize how prevalent bladder cancer is. You know what the numbers are? Well, bladder cancer is ranked 5th in prevalence overall, 4th in men, and is prevalent in women as cervical cancer, but much deadlier. Right now, there are approximately 600,000 men and women alive with bladder cancer. That equals about 365,000 men and 140,000 women living with bladder cancer. You know, there's about 70,000 new cases diagnosed each year, and there's over 14,000 deaths. It's important that you know the symptoms. Do you know them? Well, there's some that's pretty common. One of those is blood in the urine, making the urine slightly rusty to deep red, pain during urination, and frequent urination. There is a good video on the web. It was made by a Dr. Carnes from the Mayo Clinic that you may want to check out. However, let's talk about the stages first. You know, bladder cancer is one of the most curable bladder cancers of all if it is diagnosed early. And the stages range from when it is just beginning until it actually has become not only invasive, but has gone outside of the wall of the bladder and into other organs. And that's when it becomes a really big problem. So it is wise that you know the symptoms. You know, there are definite risk factors for developing bladder cancer. There are even occupations that are high risk for this cancer. You can learn more about it at the American Bladder Cancer's website at www.bladdercancersupport.org. If you do not buy my book, if you do not donate directly, you can still make a difference. You can pass this along, post on your Facebook, tweet it, whatever site, And wherever you interact with others, please share this information. Post a link to the blog or post a link from the American Bladder Cancer Society site to yours, or in an email, on Facebook, wherever you may be. You never know who you may help. It could be someone you know. Please become informed yourself. Show your support and visit the American Bladder Cancer Society. Bladder cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence. You can help make a difference. And don't you think it's about time that bladder cancer came out of the closet and was no longer the underserved cancer?